pull up on some homies stunting. I had to show 'em I was about that money. Chillo there, H+III+T, it's a boot that dang on time, y'all. Welcome to another edition of Dang on Top 5. Shoutout K Boyd on Twitter. General K Boyd, since you are a general of the Severhead Army. He hit me up on Twitter earlier today, and he was like, yo, can you do like best to worst of the Slipknot albums? And I figured there's 5 of them, so why not do a Dang on Top 5? And that is a hidden pun because their last album was 5 The Great Chapters, so it's a top 5, and we're doing top 5 best to... Okay. I thought that was creative, but that's not here nor there. Fun fact about the dang on countdown music I'm using, I forgot the words to Wait and Bleed, so I'm kind of mumbling. But, you know, it's a basket, neither here nor there. Again, this is my list, so, I mean, feel free to chime in the comments, but it is my list, and if you don't like it, make your own freaking video. So, let's begin.
I felt the rise up in me, live down to clear the start on me. How long that I know I can see inside my shadow waits and blade. Keep up, you know when I say you're gonna put on your side. I love your son, you're gonna fuck, and I just feel something about this so very right.
Number 5 is going to be 5 The Great Chapter. Now, again, it is totally ironic and isn't even a forced or set up pun, even though I am the pun master, that number 5 is 5 The Great Chapter. I do not like this album. You guys know I reviewed it when it came out. I went and got it and the whole drama of buying that foolishness. So if you're like an OG Day 1 subscriber of mine, you know how I feel about this because it was the first project, well, the second project, because the first was Chris Brown, but the second project I reviewed. And I was like really hyped because Carter 5 was supposed to drop the day after, but that's not even there. But I just don't like the album. I mean, there are definitely, like, if, let's say there's like 21 tracks on it, because I think there is like 21 or 19. There's like about 20-something tracks on it. There's only 6 songs I like. I don't feel like it's fair, you know, because we're talking about Slipknot. Slipknot is my second favorite band, so it's like, when I think Slipknot, I expect greatness and craziness, and I'm not saying I'm going to like every song, but up until then, there wasn't very many songs by Slipknot I didn't like. So when I got an album where it's track after track where I'm like, oh my gosh, what are they even talking about? I was just kind of let down and disappointed by it. But that's why it's number 5. There are good songs, don't get me wrong. Kill Pop goes hard, The Override, The Burden, the first track. There's some good songs on there. It's just, and freaking, AOV? Yeah, that song is good, but there's just a lot of meh songs on there, but that's not even there.
I felt the rise up in me, live down to clear the start on me. How long that I know I can see inside my shadow waits and blade.
Number 4, I would have to go with Iowa. Now, this has been always last place up until recently because they dropped another freaking album, but Iowa, I still haven't heard, No, I'm lying. I've heard all of Iowa before. It's just nothing really, like, branched out. Whenever I get in a mood where I want to hear more Slipknot, I'll just go back to Iowa and, like, find a song off there that I kind of like. There's some songs off there that have, like, kind of like emotional meaning to me, because, like, when I first really sat down and listened to Iowa, I was going through a pretty crappy time in high school. So, it's got some songs, definitely, joints like I Am Hatred, People Equal Crap, what's that one song? My Plague. Oh my gosh, My Plague is a great song. That was like my song during a pretty messed up time in my life, but that's not here nor there. So Iowa's good. It's just really freaking heavy. You know, songs like Disaster Pieces and stuff. It's just really heavy and dark, and I'm not going to say evil, but it's just, I don't know. I have to be in a pretty dark place to sit down and listen to Iowa, and I'm not really there in my life, so it's not really something I'd like bump in the car or something like that. So yeah.
I felt the rise up in me, live down to clear the start on me. How long that I know I can see inside my shadow waits and blade.
Number 3 is Volume 3, The Subliminal Verse. Again, total coincidence that the number is in the category, but, no, the number is in the title, but, it's a great album. It's definitely the most, I'm not going to say mainstream, but poppiest of the projects. I love the freaking structure of every song. It's got these big, huge choruses. It's kind of upbeat and happy to me. It's got one of my favorite Slipknot songs ever, freaking Vermilion, on there. And I'll have to go back and look at my list, but I'm pretty sure I said that was... Oh, side note, I made a video a long time ago called Top 5 Slipknot Songs. Go back and check that foolishness out. But yeah, it's got Vermilion Part 1 and 2 on there, and I love Vermilion. I think that is such an amazing song. It's got some great songs on there. I like the mask from that era a whole lot. Corey having the multicolored hair is cool. Everybody really comes through. I think individually, it's musically one of the best. Everybody really comes together, and it's like, when people say, hey, let's listen to Slipknot, I haven't heard anything by them, I would say listen to this first, because it's the easiest to transition into, but that's me.
I felt their rise up in me, live down to clear the storm. However, I know I can see inside my shadow waits and blade.
Number 2 on the list, I would have to probably go with... Who am I playing? There's only 2 more options. I'd go with Slipknot, the first self-titled album. That is such a I'm not going to say groundbreaking, because I'm not going to flex and pretend like I remember when it like oh yeah, 1999, that was so... Nah, but when I hear it, I just don't know of any other albums that sound like that. Now, I know Slipknot is kind of similar to, let's say, maybe, I don't know, people want to compare them to Limp Bizkit and Korn. I don't hear that, but they've got that kind of signature, trashy, nu metal type sound that got real popular around 2004-ish. But as far as one album that sounds just like this, that's just... I don't even know if heavy's the right word. It's just... I'll use deadly. It's just a deadly freaking album start to finish. You got songs like Surfacing, Liberate, freaking Scissors. I mean, just go up and down. It is just such a gruesome, violent album, and not just by content. I'm just talking about the vibe it gives off. It's really, I don't know any other album that goes hard by that definition. Not like heaviness, because there's obviously much heavier bands out there than Slipknot, but it's just, that's a point in Slipknot that I don't think we'll ever hear again. We're going to hear another Iowa eventually. We're going to hear another Subliminal Verse or whatever, but we are never going to get another Slipknot self-titled. It's just beautifully aggressive, and that's why it's number 2, because I can't say I've ever heard another album that sounds like that, with the type of balance, yet still extreme hard rock vibe to it. It's beautiful.
I felt their rise up in me, live down to clear the storm. However, I know I can see inside my shadow waits and blade.
And my number 1 Slipknot album is going to be the only one that's left, All Hope Is Gone. I know a lot of you are kind of looking at me like, really, bro? Nah. All Hope Is Gone goes hard. I mean, start to finish, that's a great album. Now, there are some lyrics that kind of make me sit back and say, Corey, what are you trying to say? You feel me? It's Team Jesus over here. But, I mean, if you just look past that and, you skip a few tracks here and there, it's a really well-balanced album. Start to finish, it's beautiful. I mean, let's start at the obvious. Snuff, Sulfur, the song All Hope Is Gone, which is, oh my gosh, that song is crazy. I had the pleasure of doing vocals over that. Check out my War on YouTube song. The second half of that is over All Hope Is Gone. But, Again Hannah, I think that's how it's called. The Butcher's Hook, freaking This Cold Black. Oh my gosh. This Cold Black is my angry song, not depressed song, because that's my place. But freaking This Cold Black, that's what I play when I'm just done with the world. Pop those headphones on, don't talk to me. That's a really good album. That is a very, very, very good album, I must say. It's still my favorite. I feel like they can go back to that place. I don't know if they will, because a lot of it was based on kind of the direction from Joey and rest in peace Paul Gray, so I don't know if they will go there again, but they have the potential to get there again. I was kind of let down with 5 The Great Chapter, because I thought we were going to get a build-up from All Hope Is Gone, but we didn't. But that's not here nor there. Oh, and also Dead Memories goes hard too. Again, the chorus kind of says some questionable things against my religion, but that's not here nor there. Like, comment, subscribe. What is your top 5 Slipknot albums, or whatever order, least to greatest, greatest to least, whatever you want to do. Leave it down in the comments, and hope you enjoyed the video. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your favorite albums by Slipknot or your favorite albums by any artist, whatever you want to do. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Well, that was kind of feminine. Let's do a metal goodbye. Okay. Goodbye! There we go. See? Bye.